So the day comes, we end up spending the whole weekend there. We come back, I drop him home. I go pick up my kids because right when I drop him off, I drop my stuff off, go pick up the kids, and then we come back. I come back. So that whole weekend, I'm getting prepared, uh, usual for work. The whole week goes by, then he ends up calling me like, "Can I come pick him up?" And I'm like, "Come pick him up where?" He's like, "At his apartment." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, him and Cece got into it. Like he doesn't want it to go further than that. I said, "Why?" I asked him why. He wouldn't tell me. So I was like, okay. So I go pick him up and I go back to my house. It has to be on the weekend because all the kids were there. So when he gets to my house, he got a duffel bag with him. I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, oh, well, I guess she found out. So I don't know exactly he told her. What exactly he told her that he was going that weekend, but I think I the way it was put together, like I said, I guess she found out he was in Orlando with me, of course, because I had posted pictures. So that should tell you how calculated she is. She kept trying to make it seem like she would never go on my page or she wasn't stunting me, but yeah, you was. You didn't want nobody else to see that, but you already knew. So he's at my house for a couple of days. Now this time DCF is not on my ass, right? He's at my house for a couple of days. So the last I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 days. We're good. Like we're so the second day that he's there, I come home from work picking up all the children, everything. I already know that my son has like a really bad attitude that he's there. I already noticed that. So when I get home from work the second day that he's there, he's like, he sits me down. He's like, I gotta talk to you. I said, talk to me about what? Like, it's like always something. He's like, well, the police was called. Why was the police called? Because I just got DCF off of my back. Why was the police called? He was like, well, Cece came over there to drop some more stuff off to him, and they got into a big argument, and then she tried to run him over with her car. So the neighbors, because I had two palm-colored people that stayed upstairs. Um, they were in college or whatever. They were so nice. They ended up calling the police. So the police came out there, took, statements and everything like that. I'm like, if it's going to be a problem with you staying here, I suggest you go back home. Because, like I said, I don't need because at that time he didn't know DC was called on me regarding, my youngest daughter. Or, got called the first time when, I took Claudia to the airport or something. So he doesn't know all of that. So I'm like, I'm not trying to have no problems over here. If you got to go home and work it out with that girl, go ahead. I don't care. We good over here. All I be asking you is just take them so I could have a break. I shouldn't have to drive 2 hours to get a break. He's like, he's sorry, it's not gonna happen again. Da, da, da. Third day, we good. The fourth day, like he starts acting funny. Now he's starting to come to my house like really late, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. You have your own place where you could do that shit. Don't think I'm going to leave my door unlocked all the way until 11, 12 o'clock at nighttime for you to come to my house. So the day that I come from work, I think it's a weekend. So no, it's a weekday because my youngest daughter, the one with autism, ended up staying back. I can't remember what she stayed back for. But when I get back to the house, he's playing on his game and she's sleeping, and he's like, your daughter, meaning our autistic daughter, he was like, oh, she ran and she was at the neighbor house in her diaper, so she got a whooping for that. So I'm like that. So he ends up leaving, coming back to my house at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start locking my door. So mind you, the next weekend is the next day is a weekend. He ends up disappearing. So when there's a knock at the door while I'm cooking and cleaning and everything, it's DCF. I'm like, what are you at? I'm like, they're like, we're DCF. We got a call yesterday about your daughter being out in the street. When I said my heart just dropped, my heart dropped again. Not this shit again. So it was like, yeah, they went in and started talking to the kids about like, like there was like, does she get out often? I'm like, no, she got out, once before, but we took care of that. I made sure like, but I didn't want them to know like he was there because technically he's not even supposed to be there at my house. So they gave me like the little the quickie mart alarm thing that goes ding every time the door opens. So they was like, I need to put that on all the doors so that way we can hear when she comes out. So mind you, I'm already pissed off because now I got DCF on my ass again for a whole couple of months again. So when he comes back, my door is locked. I told you by 11 o'clock, if you're not back here, my door is locked. So I'm sleeping 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. He's banging on my window talking about open the door. I said, look, I opened the door. I said, look, you need to leave tomorrow. You need to leave tomorrow. Because and then when he heard the chime or whatever, he's like, what's that for? I was like, because Layla keep getting out. Mind you, it's because of him DCF got called on me again. Because if he wasn't just playing his video game and was watching her, she wouldn't have got out. So now I'm in trouble because you wanted to pay attention to whoever you were talking to and you was just playing your video game. He's like, that's fine. He don't want to be here anyways or whatever. So all his stuff is out. She comes pick him up. That's it. I don't even talk to him no more. I'm done with that situation. Because now you got DCF on my ass again, and it wasn't even my fault this time because it was actually a grown up here.